It is already May, and I'm complaining about two things. And on the second day of May, too. I like this one from Avengers Endgame, and I'll Do It Myself by Thanos, which is also from Avengers, besmirched by the crossover community that I like to call heathens, subhumans, people whose heads are not in the right place. And it makes me sick, disgusted, and ashamed to see these great films being besmirched by the icky, inconsiderate, and shitty hands created by these heathens.
Before this video begins, I'm gonna be honest, I do not know how to pronounce his last name, so I'm just gonna call him Jake. Jake R. So, about Jake R. He's a YouTube channel with about 72.8 thousand subscribers. Don't know how he has that much, because if you take a look at his channel, it's kind of sloppy and not that organized of videos and stuff, random videos. But yes, I can see how these kind of but likely chances are he has bodied subscribers. But the sad thing is about this individual, with this many subscribers, he targets lower channels, like mine channels, like channels with like 500 subs or less, I should say. And the entire community of what it is called, or should I say what he calls them, I'm not sure what the community is actually called, but he calls them the crossover community. And the crossover community are pretty filled with pretty nice people. One of them is, I watch one of them, we awesome Venom Badila. He's very talented. He makes pretty awesome crossover comics with his own storylines and everything. But him and like the other community members are always harassed by him and always talking to him. But okay, sorry I was stuttering again, but yeah. But there's this one person that he's always harassing. And this person, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but the person he always harassed was Rutigliano the Hedgehog. And we're gonna get into that about all the death threats, harassment, and cyberbullying that he caused towards her. So, we're gonna get into that in a minute. I mean a second, I should say.
Yesenia the Hedgehog is a tone-deaf hedgehog wannabe. Do you think it's right praising her with her singing when in fact her voice is so horrible it makes me want to bleed my ears out? I beseech you. And just plainly and simply, what in God's holy name is this country coming to? If you don't believe me, I'll give you the link to one of her covers, that being of Days in the Sun, in the description below the video. And you will see for yourself as to what I mean.
As you can see, he took time out of his life just to harass a child on the internet about their singing. And he doesn't sing well either, because you'll see this in a minute. But harassing people is not okay, because he saw it. He told people to go into the description of his video to go to the link to her video, and obviously if he does have fans, they're obviously gonna harass her. and yet chances are he probably doesn't have fans. But still, making fun of a child on the internet about the singing, like, everybody starts somewhere, and if you can't do something, don't make fun of someone else because they can't do it as well. Like, for example, if someone can't build a Lego Death Star and I can't build a Lego Death Star as well, I won't make fun of them because I don't have the ability as well. So I have no right or opinion, or I can have opinion, but I have no right to make fun of them because they can't do something which I can't do either. And it's just messed up. And about the death threats, I couldn't find any death threats, he said. But I did find tons of videos about, I think the crossover community, making videos about punishing him, killing him, and do not feed into it. Both sides are kind of wrong. Yes, Jake shouldn't harass someone just because of the singing, because he can't sing as well. And on the other community side, the crossover community, no witch hunting. No witch hunting. Absolutely no witch hunting is allowed on the internet because of TOS for YouTube. And yet, they feed into it. They feed into his, I don't know if he's a troll, but I think he's actually being serious, but so they make whole videos like giving him power over them. And I don't think that's right. Just, you should be more mature and tell him that, hey, that's not okay, instead of making videos about it. And I do consider these death threats to Jake, but both sides are in the wrong. And he made another video that day when he made the mini rant, and I'm gonna show you it right now.
So, Yesenia the Hedgehog, you think you're one of the greatest all-time singers on the internet? I think not. I think you're just another subhuman! Look, I don't mean to sound like a bully, let alone hurt anyone. But when are you going to learn that this woman child is tone deaf? She cannot sing. After hearing her cover of the plagues from the Prince of Egypt, I am completely outraged. Don't you think that I sing better than her? Once I called you brother, and to the chance to make you laugh was all I ever wanted. And you cannot sing. You are a subhuman, that all should be purged from this world, and all will die, because you are inferior. Don't you understand, Yesenia? You can't sing. Understand.
As you can see, he doesn't sing that good either, so yeah. And imagine if you want to harass someone and call names, just imagine someone just insulting people by calling them subhumans. It's kind of pathetic, actually. It's sad but true. And but yeah, he didn't only harass her, he harassed pretty much almost everyone in this community. And it's kind of working. Whatever he's planning or trying to achieve, I think it's getting close to it. But other than that clip did make me laugh. His singing was awful, and some of the faces. And then at the end, he tried crying. Like, why? Come on. Trying to seem like he was the victim at the end by crying, whatever. And I don't know what to say. Really, I don't know what to say anymore. And Jake just needs to chill. That's it. Well, not chill, but he needs to stop and probably come out with a sincere apology.
As of late, I've been losing followers in the fight against the adventure team community as well as the misfits. And it's all because of one certain rant video, as well as a certain video, which I shall not name out of fear that it might get me kicked off of YouTube. And I want to say that I'm sorry for all the damage I've done. But do you want to know why I made all those rant videos about Yesenia the Hedgehog? It all started back when I first saw her cover of Days in the Sun, you know, from the 2017 Beauty and the Beast movie. And when I watched it, I would have expected her voice to be sweet and soft and lovely. And all I got instead was a voice that, to my ears, sounded grating and horrible, like she had a speech impediment. And to make matters worse, the comment section was full of praises. I felt confused and disoriented and dazed. How could anyone love something so horrible? To me, it was like the world had gone mad. And bad singing plus good praises equals does not compute or defies my logic. And my logic is more sensible, unless, of course, they were pretending to praise her. Well, anyway, I felt so outraged that I just had to make those rant videos. So I could make people understand through my logic, through the right logic, the very sensible logic. And in return, people judged me for being harsh by jumping to conclusions. Why else do you think I made that specific video? I began to believe that those people were hopeless, and if they weren't going to understand, a different fate would have to fall upon them. Look, I guess that's what happens when you let anger overcome you. Believe me, it's happened to me, Dad, Tori, and my mom a bunch of times. I just want to say I'm sorry. And I know that Yesenia may not be a good artist or a good singer, but I know she is a good person. And I hope and pray that in the future, she will improve on her talents. Well, does that sound of a good enough apology? If so, let me hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Thanks, goodbye, and again, I'm sorry.
Now, about his apology video. I really don't know how to express it. There is a few things wrong with it, but I think he did come out sincere. But I'm not sure if it was a perfect apology or not. He did apologize, but he did, as you could see, he did make some comments that he didn't have to, and he said he had to, basically harass. No, he didn't. He didn't have to harass. He could have just left a comment of constructive criticism saying, hey, you should practice more, instead of making a video saying, oh, you're bad at singing, and basically make fun of her. And some of the video I did agree with, but again, at the end he says, I hope that, is that a good enough apology? do not say that. If you make an apology video, do not say, is that a good apology or not? Because that's kind of rude, and that's not how apologies work. But and that's pretty much all I wanted to say, or I can think of what I want to say about this apology video. And yeah, he's no longer harassing anybody. Now he's just making a bunch of random videos, I guess. But that's pretty much it of this whole situation. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video, because the video is gonna end. And just please do not witch hunt, do not harass this person. Just simply basically know who he is and be knowledgeable about the situation. And thank you, and have a good day, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, I hope.